So welcome to our live broadcast from our kitchen
Yeah.
here in our house. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi to listeners of the show, people we volunteered with, companies who have employed us, competitors, whoever you are. Everybody's welcome. So thank you very much. We have a few things to do today. We want to update you on what's going on with us. And also, we are going to try a second camera because I guess we can use two cameras with this.
Yeah, we've never played with this technology before, so there's a ton of screens set up right in front of us on our dining room table.
And now I feel like I got to fix my tie because I tried to dress up and be fancy.
Why are you so dressed up? You didn't say get dressed up. You said we're going to do it from the kitchen.
Because normally we're doing like audio on the radio, but this is like TV, so I wanted to.
Well, this
look
is your
nice.
TV audition now?
Yeah, maybe I'm going to get a TV job. You don't know.
What you don't know is that he's not wearing pants.
Right.
That's what you don't know.
Okay. Anyway, so here's kind of what we've been up to. Candy and I, last Tuesday was our last day on the radio station we were on here in Seattle. And it's interesting. When you lose your job publicly, you know, there's sort of an embarrassment part to it because you're like, oh, we lost our job. And everybody knows. But the cool part is what we get that, you know, a normal person that might lose their job, you know, that's not on the radio is we get this unbelievable support system and outpouring of love and everything like that. So thank you so much for that because you kind of sit there and you feel bad and you're like, oh gosh, what are we going to do? And then everyone comes out and goes, oh, we miss you. And so thank you to everyone that has done that because that has been amazing from all over the country too.
Yeah, it's been very nice. And when you go through that process of somebody telling you, oh yeah, you're let go, you kind of yourself can deal with it and then privately and then you can tell other people. But in our case, it's like, nah, everybody knows it's fine. Don't worry about it.
And we're good. I have a friend that got laid off a few years ago who works in radio. And she said, oh, you didn't get laid off. You call it a plot life. So this is the plot twist right before something really good happens.
I like that. From a writer's standpoint.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
So that's kind of what we're looking at. And the other thing, too, is just, you know, life perspective, talking to friends and family and listeners and stuff like that. We have a close friend of a long time who he has cystic fibrosis. He's had all kinds of health problems, but he's just the most positive, you know, person and lives every day to the fullest. And he called and said, hey, how you guys doing? I'm like, I'm all right. We're okay. How's your... You know, how have you been? How's your health? And, you know, he had a lung transplant a year ago. Well, I just had my 1-year lung birthday. Oh, they almost cut my legs off the other day. And I guess they thought he had cancer in his leg, and they were literally ready to cut his leg off. And then they ran one more test and went, oh, no, it's just some fungal thing. You just got to take some antibiotics. You'll be fine. And I was like, oh, my God. Thank you for putting things into perspective.
Really?
A job, not that big a deal. Happy to have legs and everything like that. So, all right. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions. We're going to do some...
We have a lot of questions.
Questions for people. People sent in questions. The most commonly asked question, Julie, along other people, said, why aren't you guys on the radio anymore? Well...
good question, Julie. That's a good question.
The radio station decided that they're going to do something different, and we don't know what that is yet, so we don't have more of a reason than that. It happens sometimes in this business. It is the entertainment business, and sometimes, you know, sometimes somebody gets cast for a movie, and they start filming, and they go, no, it's just not quite right. And so we don't have more of an answer to that. There's no scandal. We didn't embezzle anything. Candy didn't try and steal the fancy coffee machine that we had or anything like that.
I should have.
But we're hoping to be back on the radio soon, and we're looking at all of our different options. So,
let's see. Carrie said, like change, which I think everybody does. How do you both cope with the changes you've had? Knowing me, I would blurt out the wrong name of the radio station. Has that ever happened?
No.
No, Carrie. Not to me.
No.
That has never happened to me at all. Not to me. No, Carrie, I have not.
That's because she doesn't have to say things like city names and things like that. That's actually happened a few times. I've never said the wrong name of the radio station, but I've said the wrong slogan a few times.
Explain what a slogan is if somebody's not.
Well, slogan is like, you know,
like just do it. But.
Today's country or today's music variety or, you know, all throwbacks, whatever it is. I have said the wrong city many times for some reason when I get into weather.
Which is worse. That is like Van Halen going up on stage in Seattle and going, what's up, Anchorage? Ow! Which I'm sure they've probably done.
When we were in Albany, New York, I remember, and I was out live at a club and broadcasting live, and we had to do the weather, and I'm like, currently in Seattle, Oh, you probably don't care what the temperature is in Seattle right now. So
It was so funny.
it has happened a few times.
I laughed. I found it amusing. So it's really for my entertainment.
Nicole says, would you consider working apart, doing separate radio shows? Yeah, absolutely. We were doing separate radio shows before we teamed up. And as much fun as it is to work together, we're looking for whatever our best next opportunity is. I think Candy is, arguably even better without me dragging her down. So I think that's definitely a possibility. Nice. And then Amara had asked, can you turn off your ringer? It's a live broadcast.
Popular right now. Hang on.
Amara,
it's somebody else from another radio station who's watching this. Go back to work.
After so many abrupt and capricious endings to your jobs, do you ever wonder about going into another industry entirely? And Devin said, if you could do something completely different for work, what would you do? That
is a good question.
Dream scenario, NBA star. But
obviously,
that's not going to happen, I probably passed my prime anyway.
You think?
Yeah. What would be your dream job?
You do get asked that a lot, especially after the recession. A lot of radio people were let go as companies found cheaper ways to do broadcast media. But I think probably social media. I love Facebook. I love Twitter. I love all the new apps and how to use them for different companies. I think I would be good at it. And it's fun. I have a lot of fun on Facebook for everyone who follows us. I mean, you've seen that before. So
yeah.
And I can use my Photoshop skills for evil.
For me, I mean, I love anything where I get to work with people. As far as what I'm actually would be good at, I love the future of digital, including social media and streaming and all that kind of stuff. I love. Gosh, what else do I love? I'm still thinking about the NBA star.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I know. Don't shatter my dreams. Be supportive.
It's not happening for you.
I love computers. I've thought about getting into IT. So who knows what will happen next?
All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, a lot of people ask, will you come back to Charlotte? Will you come back to Madison? Our career has taken us around the country. And initially, we'd go somewhere, stay for a few years, and then kind of move on to advance our career. The last several years, we've moved a little bit more than we were hoping to. Mm-hmm. But, will we ever? We don't know. Shout out to everyone in Charlotte, some of the coolest, nicest people in the world. We miss the city. We miss the people. We miss, what's that place called?
Hi, Austin. Now? Hi, Ashley. Hi, Dre. I'm just going to start doing that. Hi, Heather. Hi, Jared. I know you're
There's a burger place there that used to be called Big Daddy's.
Bad Daddy's now, though.
Which was my favorite, but now they call it what?
It's Bad Daddy's now.
I'm not comfortable with.
It's on East Boulevard.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Anyway, I can't eat there because I feel like I should be wearing leather chaps.
Let's go to Bad Daddy's, you guys.
Right. So, and then he talks in that voice, so now we can't go.
And the people in Madison and the surrounding areas, and great food in Wisconsin too. Oh, beer, cheese.
Yeah, I love the cheese aisle. Any Wisconsin grocery store, the cheese aisle is like my favorite place to be.
So we don't know where we'll be next. Ariel said, you guys left Charlotte, went to Seattle. I left Charlotte too. I know you like to be near family, as do I. But since neither of us have family in Phoenix, why not try out the desert? Well, we'll see.
Like to be in Phoenix. Awesome.
But if you are in Phoenix, you can listen to my buddy Steve. He's on the country station there, KMLE.
Oh,
Steve and
that's
Nina in the morning while we're doing shout-outs.
Yes.
Alex wanted to know, any more ghostly happenings at the new abode?
Well, we're in the house right now, and this broadcast did take a while to get on the air. So, I'm not saying, but not really anything yet. But there are some weird sounds, but I think it's just because it's an old house. This house will be 100 this summer, right?
That's what you told me.
That's what, according to the documentation, it's going to be 100 this summer. So
if you missed this, when we bought this house, we found out the previous owner died, and we didn't know any more details, if it was a crime or what. So Candy did this smudging ceremony to rid it of evil spirits.
I still smell that in my hair and everything. I can't get it out.
Sarah wants to know, what's your best parenting advice?
Don't listen to other parents who say this is my best parenting advice. No, I don't. You know what? I would say my best parenting advice is to not get caught up on Pinterest. That is my best parenting advice because this is what happens to me anyway. I go on Pinterest and our oldest tiny human is about to celebrate his 5th birthday. And I'm like, I get some birthday party ideas. And then you start going down the rabbit hole on Pinterest. Like, I am a terrible mother because I cannot create a dragon that is 7 feet tall and has flames coming out of its nose when everyone walks into the party. I am a horrible person. So I try not to go down the rabbit hole on Pinterest and things like that.
I love getting advice from other people. Anything that could possibly make my life easier and make me a better dad. I always tell people that are about to have their first kid, what's the best parenting advice you can give, and it is don't make threats you aren't going to keep. Don't say, we're going to cancel the trip if you don't clean your room unless you're going to actually do it, because they will learn and they will screw you on it. So
We're going to Disneyland?
no,
Oh.
because you didn't clean your room.
It's really
so
excited.
been
We're
canceled.
never going to Disneyland if that's the deal. It will never happen.
All right, I think we have time for one more before we overstay our welcome.
Okay.
Kathy wants to know, what's been your favorite and the worst part of working on the radio?
Favorite part of working on the radio, I mean, I love working with you. You're fun. You are fun. Don't roll your eyes at that. But probably my favorite incident ever on the radio was when the guy that was hosting the show, one of my very first radio jobs, I was a producer for him, so I was in the background. You didn't hear me on the air very much. And somebody else told a story, and he started laughing so hard, started hyperventilating, and this is all live on the air, went, dunk, and hit his head down on the countertop right in front of the microphone, and then pushed back in his chair, fell backwards, knocked himself out. 2 solid minutes. I thought he died. 2 minutes. I'm calling 911. I mean, it was horrible.
Wait, so that was your favorite part when the host almost died?
My favorite part, though, is after the 2 minutes have passed, and we believe paramedics are on their way to save him and perform CPR, he gets up, like, claws his way back up onto the counter, and he goes, oh, that was awesome. It's my
It's some sort of dream or something?
favorite thing ever is he knocked himself out on the air.
All right, worst part of the radio is by far is, at least with doing morning radio, is getting up at 3:30 in the morning. Does it get easier? Yeah, maybe 10% easier, but it never gets easy. It's awful.
Everyone who works third shift knows what we're talking about.
But once you get to work, it's a lot of fun. Best thing by far is the listeners that let us do fun things and come out, like our hole in the wall tours that we've done, or
Volunteer Army is really awesome.
come out and volunteer with us, stuff like that. So the people is by far the best thing for sure. So if you have more questions, you can post them on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Candy and Potter Show. We'll try and answer them there, or otherwise, you're going to go try the other camera.
Yeah, do we have time?
Yeah.
Let me see if this works. I just want to see if it works.
So
okay,
we got this new software that will let me get right up in your face. We got this new software. It's free. Like, you can do this on YouTube. Anybody can, and then you can use your phone as like a second camera. So I told Candy at one point, this is our first one. We're not going to try and do anything too crazy, but I said just find something else to put on camera, just so we can try and see if the second camera works. So I'll give her a chance to get somewhere in the house. Let me switch to her camera. All right, you're on live.
So, of all people to be really upset that we're home during the day, Brooklyn hates it. Because normally, she's sleeping. She does not like the fact that we're here. Okay, I'm coming down.
All right, I don't know what just happened, but I think we went live to her, and now she's coming back. And oh, here comes Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. You want to be on TV? Come here.
Did you see me?
Yeah.
Did it work?
I don't know. We'll find out later when we watch it.
Hi, Poopy.
Hi, Poopy.
I know.
I think it worked. I think
All
I
right.
did the thing.
Okay, so are you going to get up and go?
Well, real quick, I did want to also say hi to Jessica, who said, Candy and Potter, you two introduced me to the live radio shows. I had no idea how much it would lighten and brighten up one's day. The first time I listened to you was the slip and slide you held in Charlotte.
Oh, that was so fun.
I couldn't stop laughing and listened every day after that. Go for the podcast. I'm definitely in. One of the shows I listened to is out of their basement, so the kitchen is A-okay with me. So, yeah, there was this
Awesome.
multi-day heat wave that was over 100 degrees in Charlotte and humid. And so we made like a 80-yard slip and slide, and people had to come by and slip and slide in their work clothes. We were out there in suits and ties and stuff.
Yeah, we
doing
had a
slip and
chef
slide.
show up and a couple of other business guys in there. Yeah, it was so fun.
I'll find the... I have to find the video. I
think my neck just started hurting just talking about it. Because, as a kid, you can slip and slide all day. As an adult, no, you can't. All right, you going to
Hi,
go?
Brooklyn. Well, before we go, first of all, thank you so much for watching, and thanks for everyone who's reached out on our blog and Facebook and everything like that. We hope to be back on the air soon. We're going to figure out, obviously, what's next, what's the best thing for our family, but we're talking to anybody and everybody about everything right now in terms of what's next. So, and if there's something we can do for you, if you want an audio podcast, if you like this video thing, whatever it is, let us know, because that's how we figure out how to utilize the free time that we occasionally have.
Occasionally.
So I think that's it. So online, candyandpotter.com. That's our blog, website, Facebook. You all done?
She's done.
All right. And yeah, that's it. So thank you
Okay.
so much for watching.
Okay, here, I'll push the button. Why don't you go? Why don't you get up?
Why would I get up?
Oh no, yeah, you swore pants on. Why
I
don't
do
you
have
just
pants
No,
on.
see here, look. I can just slide it further. I have really long arms, so I can hit the button from here.
I do have pants on. Why would I do this without pants? I should stay here. You don't see Dennis Bounds from King 5 here in Seattle get up and walk away
Hey,
until they
listen.
turn the cameras off.
Brian Williams, you big fat liar. Just get up and you just go ahead.
Fine.